Tea Time with Juan and James. I am your co-host, Juan, and this is my co-host, James.
Hi, sorry, it took me a second to unmute.
Hi, James. How was your day?
My day's been good. iReady has been a real bully today, and you told me that you're feeling the same way. So that's not yummy. But we're just gonna jump straight into it. We need to talk about the tea.
Oh, the tea?
You know what I'm
You
talking
mean
about.
as in the tea with Sabrina's new song?
Yeah, so let's talk about that. And before I even say anything, because I literally don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know anything about it. I just know that Sabrina wrote the song clapping back at Olivia Rodrigo's driver's license. And honestly, I feel like it was such a... I love how I can't even talk. It was such a publicity stunt. Yes, that's the word. I'm smart.
So, do you really think that Olivia deserved that clapback? Or no?
It wasn't even a clapback. It was just rude. Like, you can't get under my skin.
And then the part where you could obviously tell that she was coming for Olivia when she says maybe blonde was just a rhyme.
Yeah, actually, let me Google the lyrics because I need really compare.
I mean, to be honest, Olivia didn't need that little, she didn't. And I'm sorry if anyone can hear the drums. My neighbors are playing drums, so I'm sorry about that.
Okay, but the thing is, Olivia didn't even throw shade. She didn't do a thing. She was just like, and you're probably with that blonde girl who always made me feel down. She's everything I'm insecure about. And Olivia didn't even throw shade at all.
I know. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't even know.
She didn't do anything wrong. She was just like,
the only thing she did was become the biggest song in the world.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like it looked a little petty in my... I'm not trying to hate on her. By the way,
right, no hate to any of them, but I
don't know. It was just
But I mean, the fact that Joshua had the audacity to post it on his story, knowing that the song was about her.
I saw that. Yeah.
The audacity, oh my god.
I saw that. Did he even talk about driver's license?
No, and Olivia, she reposted everyone who was promoting her but him.
But he did talk about it.
He did?
Because you said he promoted it. Because you said Olivia would repost anyone that promotes.
Yeah, he posted it on his story, but he never really talked about it in person.
Oh my god.
That must have been some toxic stuff right there.
No, I feel like it was just this is weird.
I could imagine the awkwardness. Probably took him 10 minutes to post that.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like Skin. It was not my teen, as most people would say. It wasn't bad. It's just
not your teen.
You know?
Yeah, I know. To be honest, same. I think driver's license was more... I don't know, I'm just in love with driver's license.
The first time I heard driver's license, I heard the first 5 seconds, she just said, I got my driver's license last week, and I was like, bye. But then, everyone was talking about it, Niall Horan reposted on his story, and I was like, okay, let me give it, a proper, sit down, listen, and I was like, okay, this song is great. I will not stop screaming.
I was like, okay, this is an okay song, but when it got to red light stop signs, I was dying.
Amen.
Oh my gosh, that is just amazing.
So
what did you do today?
Comments. What did I do today? Well, I couldn't stop thinking about Skin for no reason.
I totally didn't watch Skin right before we started recording. I totally saw it. They don't need to know that.
I love that.
I'll cut that out at some point. I'm not. Who cares?
What else should we talk about? Oh, speaking of school, we didn't really have school today, but I was thinking it would be fun if we talked about some like embarrassing like school stories.
Oh my gosh, if I do not have... Okay, so... What's the... Oh, probably that, like, one of my friends, not calling out names, but they exposed me in my 4th period class. And so, like, they were being, like, throwing shade on this teacher, right? And I was like, stop, you know, I was like, certain person's name, stop, don't say that, like, you know, because the program tutors were there, and and like the fact that she comes back and be like telling me about the things I've said, and I was like, a teacher is reading this, like, what are you doing? Are you insane?
Wait, I didn't get what you said. Okay, so someone was saying mean things about a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I was telling them to stop because that was mean.
Uh-huh.
But then they came back at me and told me that I was saying bad things about other teachers.
Oh.
And then that period's teacher, she was reading, and I was like, oh my god.
I'm trying to think, who's your... I was trying to think, like, who's your 4th period teacher? Okay, now I get it. Wow.
Student body, that should let you know. Yeah, that.
Also, Juan was telling me the other day about this thing that happened in 4th grade.
Oh my gosh, we need to tell them that one.
Well, I think it's funny, and it's like, it's cute, like, it's like, aw.
No, we're not telling that one. Let's think of another story.
No, yes we are. So
no,
go ahead
because I don't feel like
I will say it for you. My
We have 6 subscribers. I don't want any 6 of them knowing. Here, I have a better one though.
Okay.
There's like so many. It's like so funny.
So say all of them.
Why don't you go first, James?
It's because, okay, I feel like I have one in mind. There was this like one time in 1st grade. It was 1st grade. Ooh, I have a lot.
Oh, one just came to my mind. But you go first.
Yeah, okay, I'll say this one and then you go. This one time in 1st grade, this kind of gross. So like, I'm sorry before I say this. I don't even think I should say this. It's gross.
Here, do you want me to pause the recording, tell me, and then I'll tell you? If it's gross?
No, it's fine.
Alright.
Oh, no, I feel like... No, I'm not going to say this one. I feel like it's... Oh, whatever. I don't care. And if you get grossed out, I am so sorry. This one time in 1st grade, I thought I had to fart, but, it wasn't a fart. But I thought it was a fart. I didn't think anything happened. And then it wasn't until, like, I don't remember it exactly. It was, like, someone saw, like, a little, We had to have, like, these baskets, like, under our chairs, like, under our desks, where we would, like, put, like, our classwork and stuff. And the little, was on my classwork. And someone was like, oh, it's dog poop. And I was like, I guess, this is so gross. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Actually, no, I'll just say, like, this one girl, who shall remain nameless, she called the teacher, like, miss, come over here. And the girl was like, so James, why don't you tell her? And I I was like, this woman, I can't with this girl. And then the teacher looks at me, and I just like, I'm sitting there like, you know, uncomfortable as one would. So I'm just sitting there, and then I didn't even want to say it. So I just pointed at my chair, not dropping any hints to what had happened. She was like, "What? What happened?" And I was just pointing at my chair. And she was like, "What happened? What happened?" And then I like finally like whispered in her ear, and she was like, "Oh," and then she called my mother dearest, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
So I have an embarrassing one from 6th grade, and like you were there, and you know what happened.
Ooh, spill. I'm gonna mute myself because I want to hear all of it.
Okay. No, wait. I don't like talking to myself. I need to hear something. So unmute yourself. Fine then, James. Be like that. So
I want to give you the full attention, so I'm not going to unmute myself.
So
actually, no, I'll just sleep for something.
We were in 6th grade, and our school does this thing: if you get good grades, you go to knots. So we like were having the time of our life, and then, oh my gosh, I still remember this like it was yesterday. We were eating at Panda Express, me and 2 other friends. So then you specifically, and then another one of our friends takes most of our friends, and they're like, let's go to the Jaguar. So me and my friend got bored, right? And we were like, let's go get them, right? So we pack up our stuff, and we're like going to the Jaguar. And it is like dead silent near the Jaguar, right? So then we asked like an employee, and we're like, what's going on here? And he goes, oh, the Jaguar is closed. We got lost for like 30 minutes.
Not yet.
And then like after a while we found you guys. But we were so scared to come across the teachers because they were like, you can't be alone. We thought we were gonna get in trouble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's not embarrassing. That's just like something that happened. So
James,
can
you
just
got lost at knots.
Story of my life.
Oh, so dumb.
Like literally, like I've gotten lost. Like I got lost that same day, but like it wasn't like embarrassing.
Okay, so when I was in 4th grade, I had this best friend, and then this like kid in our class, he was like super mean. He went and told my best friend that I didn't want to be their best friend, and I was outside crying my eyes out. And then the principal came over here, and I was like, you told my best friend that I didn't want to be their best friend anymore. And then like the principal, like they were like, oh no, it's okay, you don't need to worry. And I was like, but they're not my best friend anymore. I hope that they never see this.
That was the biggest lie I've ever heard in my entire life.
I'm cutting that out.
No, you're not.
Why don't we guess today?
No, we're not doing that. Can you
Why are you so mean to her?
That's not being mean. That's just no. Okay.
Why do you hate her so much?
What do you mean? Why don't we guess? Why don't we guess Julio?
Because I'm already texting Jadea.
Huh? Oh my gosh, no. What? Why? No, because what would we talk about? Okay, now we're gonna switch things up a bit, and we're gonna play a game of Never Have I Ever, and we're gonna have to give reasonings for everything.
Ooh, okay.
Now, let me Google some questions, because I don't know any. Never have...
We will now go to a quick advertisement break that does not exist.
Oh, this is a good one, because I have a good story with this one. Never have I ever broken a bone.
No, I actually have never broken or fractured a bone.
I have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have. Okay, I broke almost my entire left arm in kindergarten. And this is actually a very weird story. I blame Wreck-It Ralph, the film, by Walt Disney Animation Studios. So basically, I had a bunk bed at my old house, and I was on the top bunk. And, like, the bunk bed was, like, against the wall, right? And, like, basically, the TV was, like, in the wall. Like, there was, like, a huge, like, square carving in the wall, and that's where the TV was, if that makes sense. Then, and the TV was, like, kind of, like, aside from the bed. So if you want to, like, press play or, like, press pause while from the bunk bed, you'd have to, like, kind of lean off the bunk bed to, like, reach a button. And, like, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I just wanted to get down from the bunk bed, or, like, if someone called me or something. I think I just wanted to, like, get down and, like, press pause on the movie or something. But I was, like, going to go press pause on the movie when I was, like, reaching, and then I fell off the bunk bed and broke almost my entire left arm.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And I just remember, I remember it so vividly. I was just on the floor. Like, I felt like a sharp pain. I wasn't sure what was going on. I didn't think I had broken it. I was just like, ow, this hurts, you know? And then it was until, like, my mom and my brother came in the room, and they saw that my arm was, like, completely out of place. It was like a tentacle. It was, like, doing its own thing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And then I had to wear a cast for 3 months. But I would, like, switch casts, because you're only supposed to wear them for a certain amount of time.
And that's kind of scary.
It was.
Next have I ever.
Never have I ever. Oh my gosh, these are all so lame.
We will now pause to a short break. Insert weird thing here.
Okay. Never have I ever skipped a class.
I have never skipped. Cut that one.
No, that's staying.
Never. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Cut that one. Okay.
No, you're not.
Let me just.
Never
I
have I
have
ever-
never.
Cut that out.
I have never skipped a class before. Because I'm always paying attention and doing everything. And because, like, my resolution was to have my camera on, so, like, I technically can't. But, yeah. What about you, James?
I didn't skip class. It's just, like, I wasn't in class because this lady wanted me to do something else. It's a long story. So get some popcorn, get your tea ready with us. So, basically, it was during, like, first or second period, where it was, like, towards the end of the school year. You know, like, you have to give your textbooks back to the school. So that's what we did. And then we were, like, helping some, like, the librarians in the school, like, put books away. And then we were putting them in this room where all the books would go. And then they were like, oh, why don't you keep helping us? And, like, me and 3 other people were like, oh, okay. And then my first period teacher, who was also my second period teacher, was like, oh, yeah, that's fine. Just keep doing this. And then we were like, okay. And they ended up taking the entire 2 periods. And we're just like, oh, okay. So we went to nutrition, and they still needed more help when nutrition was over. So then we went to our 3rd period teacher, who was also my 4th period teacher, and she was like, yeah, that's fine if they, like, need the help. Just remember, like, what you have to do for, like, homework later. And I was like, yeah, it's fine. So they were okay with it. Then 3rd and 4th period, we were loading textbooks into that room. Then lunch came around. They still needed help, and they even bought us pizza for, like, helping, and they, like, gave it to just us. And then my 6th period teacher, it's because it was like a double, if that makes sense. Like, my 6th period teacher was also my 5th period teacher for that day, and he was just like, yeah, it's fine, because, like, they still need more help. So almost the entire school day, we were helping the school with loading textbooks into that room.
Wow. That is the worst skipping class story I have ever heard.
But, like, I didn't skip class. Like, they needed help.
No, that's why, like, the story was good. Like, the story was not awful. But, like, I was expecting you to say that you were, like, hiding in the restroom or something. You know?
I remember
that fell.
I remember this one time I was like walking to go deliver something to the office. I don't remember what it was. And I just saw the security guard pulling this girl out of the bathroom.
I remember I used to change in the restroom. So the security was always thinking I was ditching class.
Oh,
but then, like, they were like, fine then, let's go to class. And then, like, I walk in, and my teacher for that period would be like, oh, no, yeah. I let him, and then the security guy was just like, oh, okay.
Oh, OT.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's interesting.
We should save the bloopers to these and we're gonna have like a 2-hour blooper reel.
Ooh, that's fun. Should we just end the podcast here?
Should we end it at 3?
How long do you want? Oh, it's 2:52. Oh, okay. Next, never have I ever. Oh shoot, I lost the tab. Juan entertained our listeners while I look for another question, please.
I'm probably just gonna cut that, and then we're gonna do it all like for them. It's just gonna be like, never have I ever.
When I'm older, I would really love to get a tattoo. Like, I've like thought about it like in my head, and like I've written down like on a Google Doc like the tattoos that I would want and like the fonts when I'm older, obviously. Ooh, okay. Never have I ever failed a class.
Yeah, I have.
Still.
Okay, so it was actually last quarter. It was my first ever F.
Ooh.
In my defense, it was not my fault.
Sure.
Like, the fact that they nominated for Student of the Month and failed me, like, that's a real hate-love relationship right there. Like, the fact that I did the work, like, literally you go in there and it's, like, done, but it has a 0 out of 10.
Yeah, I've never expected you to be that type that would fail a class, because Juan is one of the smartest people I've ever met in my entire life.
No, like, go into my Google Classroom and literally, James, the work is done. It just has a 0 out of 10. And it's, like, done properly.
Oh, wow.
But since this student teacher doesn't post grades, I had no idea. So this happened so late that I couldn't do anything about it. But then again, it was my fault for waiting till the last minute to do it. So, like... But, like, I wasn't asking them for more time. You get what I mean?
I love how whenever you're about to say something, I just interrupt.
It's okay.
No, it's not, but okay.
So what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say, I've never failed a class. I've failed, like, a test, but I've never failed a class.
And we are back. We have no idea what we were talking about. So let's just keep it rolling. Actually, it's 3 o'clock. So thank you, podcast. Now I'm going to quickly pause this recording for you guys. It's going to be like 1 second. But me and James need to come up with an outro real quick. Be right back.
Thank you to everyone who listened. We hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And that concludes Tea Time with Juan and James. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next Friday. Subscribe to us. We're desperate. We're really desperate. No, I'm joking. Leave a dislike if you didn't like it. Okay. We're gonna get hate so hard. But no one cares. Okay. Bye, guys. Blooper reel coming someday. And that was Tea Time with Juan and James.